All right, Gen X, we've arrived. And bad news, that social contract that we've relied on is dead. It's been shot in the face. And the goodwill that the world has extended us since World War II, it's gone. The keg is empty. So it's time to lead, follow, or get out of the way. Gen X-Xpat, a channel about getting older, staying curious, and living somewhere. The choice is simple. Back to our Gen X roots. We learn, and we're told many times, lead, follow, or get out of the way. And what does that look like? That you get out of the way because it's just practical and pragmatic. Listen, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Remember that? And then, of course, if you want to lead, well, by all means, go for it. And then, of course, following is not a bad thing, right? Somebody else has got a solution you can lend a hand with. That's what it's about. But not choosing is choosing. So getting out of the way is certainly one possibility. Getting out of the way can simply mean joining a parallel structure where you support other people who are working towards a sustainable neighborhood or sustainable jobs and living off-grid as much as possible, off of the watchful eyes of the government. Following, of course, could mean, sticking your head in the sand and supporting the status quo. And certainly there are people that is the best thing for them, and all the power to them. That's the way that you're going to survive this, by all means. No judgment there. And then leading. There are people who say, you know what, there is no going back. This is broken and it's not repairable, and we have to do something else. All right, Gen X, you raised families and you grew up with this phrase, lead, follow, or get out of the way. For good reason, right? I was never a good follower. I'll follow in so much as that it furthers my goals, my selfish self-interest. And if it doesn't, I'm not going to battle you for it. I'm going to go where I can meet my self-interest. Following has its price. I'm not willing to set aside my basic instinct of justice and courage, truth, reality. We're going to give up what we think is real. I'm going to see something with my own two eyes, but you're going to tell me it's something else. And in order to be a part of your group, I have to swallow that reality. I have to say that's okay. I'll go along to get along. I was always really bad at that. That got me in trouble so often. Being an expat is the ultimate test in what I call the green pill. The green pill is getting out of the way, creating your own life, and staying away from the shit show or the bullets. The Southern Hemisphere is actually a much more peaceful place than you would realize. There's very few people in here, and it can make for a wonderful life. The Southern Hemisphere is very beautiful. It's full of beautiful people and beautiful cultures, and I chose it specifically for its ability to stay away from the shit show that the Western Hemisphere and the Northern Hemisphere wants to or is engaged in. So there's lead. You want to lead? By all means, somebody needs to, because there is no political party right now that is leading us out of this. Lead, follow, or get out of the way. The rest of the world notices you're going through a few things. All right, US, the rest of the world is noticing you're going through some stuff, right? So, individually, it's time to choose. Lead, follow, or get out of the way. If you want to get out of the way, I recommend the Southern Hemisphere. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Note to self, bring bug spray to the garden.